Hello my friends, thanks for joining me for Gratitude Journal. This has been an open collaboration hosted by myself, Rana at Lilo Crafts, and Cara at Paper Confessions with Cara Mia. So I have shared these pages with you guys already, so we're going to move forward, but I'm just giving you a quick flip through of this as we move to the pages I haven't shown you. I did some additional embellishing before this final sharing. I added some ribbon here since the last time you saw it. A little bit here, a little piece of ribbon. There's still a little bit of space for me, but there's a few more days in November anyway, so I can use these spaces and this space and these that I haven't gotten to. There's a little bit of space here. I added some ribbon here, add a little bit of ribbon here, just to zhuzh it up a little bit. Well, and you know what? I have to tell you guys that I just had so much fun doing this journal, and I just was into it, and so I did end up adding some things because I was just having so much fun. So this page I haven't shared, so I'm going to go ahead and share this page. I am thankful for food, and I'm really thankful for healthy food, but this was just so pretty I had to do a spread with it, a collage with it. And I have to be honest and tell you that once I got doing some collaging, I couldn't stop. So you're going to see a lot of that in the rest of this journal because I was just having a blast with it. I also want to mention that some of the papers that you'll see, they are from Jennifer's digital kit, and she is Jennifer with a Trace of Sparkle. They were absolutely beautiful backgrounds, so I didn't have to cover all of the pages when I was doing my collaging. This page got covered a lot, but I didn't have to cover them, and so I wanted to make sure I shared that with you. Now, I usually do a journal when I'm representing her kits and doing something for her design team, and this is a journal. It's just a different kind, and so I feel like I haven't represented her kit perfectly the way that I like to because a lot of it's covered, but I definitely want to give her a shout out and say I loved working with it, and it's absolutely beautiful, and it was perfect for my gratitude journal. So here's my representation of food, and here's pretty food, but that really, honestly, I shouldn't and can't enjoy. This has gluten in it, so I can't eat that anyways. Oh yes, and then I found this healthy meal here, and then I found this, like, these green beans and lemon were on a whole different page, and so I cut them to make them look like they're coming out of this pocket, and I just had fun with that. Like I said, I just had so much fun collaging. I hadn't collaged in a long time, and it just felt so good to do it. Added some trim here, as you can see. So here's a new page that you haven't seen, and this says, "Thankful for my neighborhood. It's been a wonderful place to raise my children." And it has, and I am grateful for it. They've been able to go outside and play with friends, and I can go for walks, and it has been a wonderful place. Now okay, so you guys, just so that you know, a lot of the images that I did my collaging with, most of them actually, are from a 1993 Southern Living magazine, and it's the same one that I made pages out of here and there and throughout. So I wanted to mention that because here we go. Back over here we've got, notice the payphone. I love this. And so this is my spread about I'm thankful for clothing. And I'll tell you why. Well, they're a necessity for sure. It allows us to express ourselves, and also we can feel, when we put on clothes, it can really help us feel good. At least for me anyway. I can dress my mood, and I really enjoy doing that. I wear clothes, if you will, kind of artistically. And so this was a great representation because all of their colors are really bright, and that's how I dress, and I love it. You're going to see a lot of these. This is made from Amazon packaging, and I could just write what I was grateful for. For those of you that know me and remember when I used to collage, I expressed myself through collage, and so that's how I did this, and so I didn't want to sit and write a tag about or a page about how I how and why I like clothing, or I'm grateful for clothing. So this way I've expressed it, and that was what I was feeling in my time of being grateful. So we all are grateful. Well, not all of us. Maybe you don't like tea, but those of us who like tea are grateful for a cup of tea. And so this was from my kit that I created, and I just think it's so cute. And then here is a great image of tea. It's just a nice green tea from the Southern Living magazine. This page, I feel like I shared it with you guys. I know that I did. Yes, I had already shared this page with you guys, so I'm not going to read it again, but I did. Oh, I have a little extra spot here that I can journal if I want to, but I did do some journaling here, and I shared this page with you guys. I remember that. Remember the little tag, and it's got some writing on it. We have some writing right here. Paper napkin that I put over the magazine page. This page I did, yes, I shared this because this was fabric. It was last week, so I shared that with you already. So countdown to Christmas. I love Christmas. I love the holidays. I love being with my family. So I just was having fun, and I did a couple of pages with some Christmas stuff. This says I love Christmas, and it shows some kids, and this shows a really pretty, I believe that's a drink. It could be a dessert, but I feel like there was, yeah, that might be a dessert. Anyway, it's really pretty, so I wanted to put it in. And then over here we've got kids, and there's some baking and just nice times. And then like here's a movie lineup. This is from 1993, and I did a little bit on the other side as well. This piece of paper here was given to me by my friend Carol for Crafted by Carol. Here's another Christmas spread. It says all is shiny and bright. And then here is a bear, and it says family, and you saw that in a previous video. You saw me put that in the journal. This says Holiday Survival Guide, Calming Strategies. You know, I love the holidays, but I do get a little stressed out. I never feel like my house is clean enough. I want to make sure everything's perfect, and yet we know it's not going to be perfect. And I really should focus more on just enjoying the time with my family. And I do enjoy the time with my family, but I shouldn't stress out about it. But I do, because you know what, when people come over, I want them to be comfortable. I want them to have a good experience. So I think that's why, you know, I get stressed out, because I just want to make sure everybody's having a wonderful time. Sleep. I am grateful for any time that I get a good night's rest. This is just a very simple spread to share my gratitude for sleep. This is Jennifer's kit, and this is the image from the 1993 magazine. So I am sharing my gratitude here on this little piece of the possibility that Carla and I are going to go on a 2024 cruise. We wanted to go to Italy, and then COVID hit, and we had to cancel, and then we haven't, you know, tried to make that happen again. So I just did a nice little spread here on both sides of the page about the cruise. This is a small piece of paper, as you can see here. And I'm grateful for hobbies. I love hobbies. So we've got, you know, I love photography. I love to make tassels. These are some bookmarks. These are books I love to read. I love to alter books. You know, I love to create them. So I just expressed some of that there. This is another piece from Jennifer's kit. All right, so I am so grateful for the beach. The beach has been a lifesaver for me during certain times of my life, and it's a real de-stressor for me. So I did a little spread here. It says the beach, as you can see. This says yay, and then here's this little kid, but here's this woman. This is me on a raft. It's not really me, but you know, we're pretending it is. Here's a bucket, and there's this guy, and he's coming out of the bucket, and he's holding like champagne. The kid's like looking in at him, but I'm dreaming that he is bringing it to her, which is me. I can't remember if I shared this page with you guys or not, so I'm going to make sure that I do, because I feel like I didn't. So this is a spread about books, and I love books and I love reading. And these are some vintage images, and I had put down some tissue paper underneath, and then I put down some embossed paper from my friend Meg at Chasing Retro. I used some over here too, and here are some books. And then I wrote, I'm thankful for books. I'm thankful that I know how to read, that I know how to create them. I love the places that books take me and how they can relax me or inspire me. So here we have, this also was from Meg at Chasing Retro, and she gave that to me. So I thought it was perfect to use in my gratitude journal, and I'm always grateful for cooler weather. I live in Florida, you guys know, and it is hot here a lot. So during the cooler weather, I will bake. I won't bake in the summertime. It makes the house too hot. I can't stand it. So I shared some, this is actually a Southern Living mini magazine here. And so that's what I shared here on this piece of book page. We've got a little pie. And I don't think I shared this one with you either, so I'm going to read it. I'm thankful for this time of year because the weather cools down and I can do some baking. I don't like to bake in the summer because it heats up the house. I also like the seasonal smells and flavors like cinnamon, pumpkin, and apple. I enjoy burning candles with these scents too. I also like to open all of my windows and doors, and I am thankful for the fresh, crisp air. And I put some trim here. All right, so this is my page that expresses that I am thankful for self-care. And when self-care sort of became a buzzword, I was like, what on earth is self-care? What are these people talking about? I have to say that I'm really grateful for self-care because as I was growing up, was never taught that I was worthy of self-care. So now I can embrace it, and I do know that I'm worthy of that. And so I do my stretching every day. I try to take care of myself. I don't use this particular product, but you know, I do use good skincare, and I try to take care of myself, and I think that's really important. Over here, I am sharing my gratitude for friendship, and that's all my friendships. That's my friendships of people that I go to lunch with, my friendships with all of you on YouTube, just all my friendships, past, present, and future. I think, and you see I've represented women here, and there's a reason I did that, because, you know, we have guy friends too, of course, but there's something special about friendships with other women because we truly understand each other. And I think it's really important because we can talk to our girlfriends about stuff that we can't talk to our guy friends about. And so that's why I have women represented here on this page. I'm so grateful for creativity. I'm grateful that I'm a creative and that I can be creative to express myself. Whether I'm going through something difficult and I want to express myself, or whether I'm doing great and I want to express myself, it's just a wonderful way to be able to do that. So I am truly grateful for creativity. I am also grateful for music. I love music. I love all kinds of music, and music just evokes emotion, and I think it's wonderful. I really love it. I listen to it a lot while I'm creating. I was listening to it while I was doing a lot of my spreads in here because it just makes me happy. And so this says music here. I've used some vintage music paper. I've used a lot of my satin trim, as you can see, to dress up the page. This is a piece from one of my digital kits. All of this is on top of one of Jennifer's beautiful digital kits here. So this is the last page of this journal, and you can see here this is a cross made out of satin. And I won't get deep into this, but I will say that I am thankful for my relationship with the Lord, and I will say that I'm thankful that He's patient with me because, you know, life throws us a lot of stuff, and I don't lose faith, but I do get not frustrated, that's the wrong word, boggled perhaps. You know, sometimes the things that we go through are mind-boggling, honestly. And so I just appreciate that He's patient with me while I work through a lot of the things that have happened in my life in the past and that will probably happen in my life in the future. And this is the journal. And friends, thank you so much. I hope you were able to participate, but if you weren't, I hope you were able to enjoy the videos. And if you haven't checked out Cara at Paper Confessions with Cara Mia or Rana at Lilo Crafts, go ahead and do that. I know that they would love to have you over on their page. And thanks you guys for coming along, and I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful holiday season. Look at my little tabs I made. Aren't they cute? I love the way that looks from the side. All right, you guys. Thanks for watching. See you soon.